A warning to our viewers. This novel contains images depicting death that might be unsuitable for some people. Viewer discretion is advised.
Dark Angel Chronicles, Book 1, Chapter 2. My Dark Angel.
By
Francisco Camaño. I felt dizzy, kind of like how people feel when you are crouching for a while and stand up too fast. This is something that always happens when I have these strong flashbacks, every time I focus too much on any of these memories that jolt my brain. So much death, dead German soldiers, dead soldiers from other countries, dead civilians, and him, always him, his fierce face, dangerous, predatory. I miss him. I shook my head as if that would help me get rid of those images and stared at Susan while she continued to study the pictures and documents she was pulling out of the folder. I felt it was a good idea to grant her the time she needed to absorb what I told her just minutes ago, and while she was doing that, I felt a question forming up in her mind and how she struggled with it until she could not do so anymore.
I know you asked me to wait until you were finished, but
I stopped her. For a moment, I wanted to see Susan's reaction to this craziness I was dumping on her, and it was obvious to me that even though I wanted to go on with my story, I will have to give her the chance to ask me things from time to time. I think you are entitled to ask me anything you want now. I understand it is a bit too much, I said and waited. From mind reading, to German assassins, to a mysterious savior and gore, so I granted her this time while I read her mind. I needed to be very careful and make sure she was taking in this the right way, if that was even possible. I honestly don't know where to start, she replied. Let me help you out. Most of the things I said are not reflected on the documents you have in front of you, and yet they happened just as I said so. I explained. You know what killed them? She asked. I think it makes sense to you to say it like that. I reflected for half a second. But yes, I know who killed them, I corrected and affirmed to her.
But how can you be sure you know this? And is what I can't get my head around.
That is a fair question to ask, but it is one I am not answering right now. I will, I promise, but further down the road if you allow it. I pleaded and she nodded. So, there is more to this than just what you said, she assumed. Much more. This is just one of the many memories I have now, and that are not mine. Like I said, reading minds is not the only thing that was left behind when what happened, I explained. But she pressed me. Not that I am surprised, and when I thought about it, her being engaged was a good thing.
I can't imagine anything else you can say that will be stranger than you telling me you have memories from things that happened long before either of us were even born.
She said. It sounded more like her speaking to herself than anything else, and all I could think is that she had no idea. She continued.
I am just trying to make sure I understand. So, what you are trying to tell me is that you have all these memories from what happened back then. But you have never been there. I mean, of course you have not, for you would have to be over 100 years old. But still you actually feel. No, you believe you saw this?
She asked, and I can understand why she could not grasp the concept, but I was glad, like I said, that at the same time that she was at least trying to understand what I was trying to explain to her, she was not just going on the "my friend is crazy" route. Yes, that is exactly what I'm trying to tell you, I said, plain and simple.